Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hi, my name is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars, guys. Let's put this little guy back. I speak to you guys. I just finished curling my hair. Oh, guys, I got a new curling iron. You know, the T3i curling iron. I actually want to do a review, so that should be coming up soon. I love that curling iron. Okay, I got the biggest barrel. I think it's the 1.5 inch, but anyway, so that's what I curled my hair with. I did a sew-in like how you can say a couple of weeks ago, if you want to say. It's going on 3 weeks, a couple of short, not too far ago, and I'm already ready to take it out. You know what I realized, and I've always been like this. Whenever I start doing my hair, I'm always ready to do the next hairstyle. So doing a sew-in, I don't know, I'm always back and forth with it. And I love a sew-in because then you have the ability to not, having to do your hair so often. But if you're a type of person like myself and you love switching out your hair, you may not want to go that route. The good news is that I can do my own hair. So, but it's still my time and my effort. So I am leaning more to go back to the quick weave. But I don't know, I say that I'm always back and forth, but this is not what this video is about, girl. This video is about feeling like you need a change in your life, okay? And I don't know if it's because my birthday's coming up, and I just been feeling, kind of like like back and forth, come see, come saw. And, especially for my girls that's in menopause and premenopausal, you already know, I think just being a female alone, you go through your ebbs and flows. It's a situation that never releases. You're either going through your period or you're going through the period of not getting your period, and it still makes you feel like, and this is why I understand why a lot of people choose to go the medicated route, because it is a thing. And I chose to just go through it naturally, raw dog. That's just something that I do. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it can be rough at times, so there's that. And I have a lot of excited things that I am moving forward and doing in my life. I'm looking forward to implementing a lot of new things that I finally had to, how can I say, overcome my own hurdles mentally to move forward. And the thing is, like, when it comes to our mental capacity, I don't think that as females we give ourselves enough credit, right? We are just built to move like machines, and yet we are built to be soft, elegant. We thrive when we are kind to ourselves and take care of ourselves and do the things. Even just like right now, when I was curling my hair, it felt so good. It felt so good just to, this feels so good, guys. Oh, girl. It felt so good just to sit with myself and do something nice, curl my hair. I make it a point. I'm doing the best to make it a point. Did I put 2 on one side? I don't know, because this thing is slippery. Sometimes I feel like I pick up 2 at one time. I feel like low-key I did, and this one is ripped, but we're gonna make it work. Sitting and even just doing stuff like, I'm trying to see if I put 2 here. You know what, girl? If you did at this point, I don't think I did. Okay. Even doing something like this and talking to you guys brings me so much joy, right? And I think that I believe over the course of time, as women, we have picked up and learned and taught one another that you don't have time. There's no time for you to sit there and sulk. There's no time for you to, finagle and want to do the things. You got to go. You got to get the kids ready. You got to, make sure your husband's clothes is ready for the work week. You have to make sure the house is clean. You have to make sure to check on others and make sure everybody had fun at the dinner party. You have to make sure that trying to close this. You got to make sure that the favors are in tow. You just got to make sure. Oh, and by the way, you better make sure to look good and present. Girl, bye. I'm trying to get this thing together. I don't have my glasses on, girl, so but I don't want this to dry out. But you know what I mean? Like, you just have to make sure to do the things, look good, while every single thing. This is really, hold on, guys, because we got to get this together because we don't want this to dry out. Oh, that's what it was. I was like, what is the issue here? Okay. This was but you know what I mean? Like, we have been taught that our main priority is to basically take care of everybody else first other than ourselves. When did this become a thing? When did we get here? Oh, and this is the aloe vera, I don't have my glasses, eye patch. This feels so good, and it just keeps it cool. And I was out a little late last night hanging out, and I just feel a little puffy, but I wanted to do that before I do my daily makeup. But just doing the things we've been taught. When I just am reflecting, when did that become a thing? When we got to a point where we have to do all those things, still look good, still feel good in our bodies, regardless of what, present that, and move on and move forward. And that's why I believe that, Mother's Day just passed not too long ago. This is one of the reasons why I believe they try to pay for it and make Mother's Day such a big deal, because that alone should turn on a light bulb of why it's such a big deal, right? Whether you have children or not, why celebrating motherhood is such a big deal. I have to make sure this is on, girl. And because we're nurturers. Because God forbid, if we pulled our energy back as women, do you know what would happen to the world, to your community? It would be chaos if we as women decided to pull our energy back. And you know what I'm talking about, because I'm sure you did it. When you get to that point, when a woman gets to that point when they no longer feel appreciated, it may take some time, but once she gets to that point, everybody around her notices, right? And this is when the name calling starts. Oh, you were a bee. You're a witch. You're aggressive. You're all these things. Notice that when you choose yourself, this is when the name calling starts. It's really interesting to me. But anyway, girl. So there's that. And I just got to a point where I was just like, I took out my summer clothes and I was just like, am I feeling like those outfits? And majority of them, I do, because I am a type of person, I learned a long time ago, I know what my style. So this year, I'm not even about like really buying anything. It's more accessories, if anything. I see some key points, and I'm talking about like nice, like luxury luxury accessories that I would like to incorporate moving forward in my repertoire, things like that. But it's more mentally for me. I'm a Gemini, you know what I mean? It's always a mental game. I'm always, seeing how far I can push the needle. And what I'm realizing is that through study, through self-development, I've been on this journey for over 2 decades, guys. It's and I mentioned this before, you will come up different, and this is why a lot of people go back into their old ways and go back into this, like start doing the things that they stopped doing so they can progress. And then they get to this point, right? You get to this point where you start to look different, you start to feel different, you start to sound different. And because it's so foreign, that's when little by little you start to self-sabotage and pick up those old patterns that you have left behind, you know what I mean? And this time I'm just like really proud of your girl here, because this time I'm like, no, we don't do that anymore. No longer do we participate in certain things, because we have worked very hard to get to this particular journey, right? And I'm sharing this and I'm being candid with you guys because it is a journey. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is set in stone. Some things will be revisited, because I remember I read this someplace. It's kind of like a parable where it's like you will continue coming back to live a similar life and learning the similar lessons until you learn the lesson, and then that's when you will either close that chapter and not come back in that, to experience that same aura. And what I'm starting to, because it was a long time ago and that always stuck with me, what I'm realizing is that basically you will continue going through the same things in life until you learn a lesson, until you become your higher version of this sector in your life. And age has nothing to do with it, right? Well, maybe a little bit. But we have seen people that are way up in age and they're still going through certain experiences in their life. That's because they haven't reached that new level. And we also have seen very young people, right, that are very far in their journey to be so young. Like they one and done. They went through it, they learned the lesson, and they moved on. And it's no shade. It's nothing good or bad. It's just life. That's what I'm learning. So there's that. So I just been doing a lot of reflecting. That's what I do. Oh, girl, let me tell you something. This Clinique spray, this sugar spray right here, let me tell you, I don't know if you can see it with the light. Love. I love this spray. And especially if you are, we don't want to poof our hair, girl, after I just ordered me one of those bandana thingies. I just ordered me one of those bandana thingies to put over my hair when I spray, because I'm always spraying my skincare. Why can't I talk? I'm always spraying my skincare, and we don't need to like poof out our like little hairline. I know we call them edges, but it's hairline. When I was in cosmetology school, one of my instructors was very big on that. Like, it's not your, how I say, it's not your, what was that word I used? I can't even remember right now. It's your hairline. So there you go. But do you see how dewy my face is? And when you're going through menopause, your skin is changing. We don't want to look like a ghost. So I just love how dewy my face looks. It makes it look more youthful. So I been loving that. And especially like if you go into the gym and you don't want to really do, like, you do your skincare of course, but you're not really here to do the full Manchu, like put on any makeup, but you still want to have that like nice little glow. Tea. So I got this because on Amazon I was just, when I was not, but when you like always scrolling and it's kind of like an algorithm. They see you buy one thing from Clinique and then they implement you. I mean, it's really good marketing. They see you, they'll like put something else as a, you may want to get this. So that came up and it was on sale at the time. I think for this little one, it was like 8 something. So I was like, you know what? I never used this before. Let me try it. And I love the little minis because I love to put them in, like if you're going away, it's so easy to pop in your bag and still have your skincare. I love the big ones because you get more value with the big ones, obviously, but the little ones, and I like to see how they look on my vanity. So there's that. So there's that situation. I just been going through what one would say, is it called mental warfare? It is what it is. And this is the point of life, one of the points of life. You're going to go through things. I think a lot of people get so down on their luck because they feel like, oh, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling bad? Girl, if you're feeling bad, a couple of things as women that we could do. Think about it. As men, usually they go to the gym, get a woman, or whatever. Us women are a little different. And I think that is one of our superpowers of being a woman is, this is a Clinique concealer I did mention in another Get Ready With Me, because obviously this is what it is. This video is, and of course we're chit-chatting. This is a little light, but I like a little lighter, but it may be a little lighter than I would have. But when it comes to concealer, I feel like, I should say makeup alone, it's hit and miss. I do need to go get color matched, but I always have my LA Girl, my True In blues that I have. So if it is a little light, there are tricks to make it like, match your complexion, so to speak. So we're gonna just go and dab. I did dampen my beauty blender. So let's talk about this beauty blender. I bought this new beauty blender, which I threw out. I threw her out because she wasn't doing it for me. Okay, I don't know if they changed the texture, but I wasn't here for it. I don't like it. I still have my beat up old one, and that texture was the one I like. I don't like that one. And I even try to remember, like, did I buy like some new one that they had? No, I did not. I think they changed the texture, which I'm not feeling. So rather than be paying some $20 for some beauty blender, I'm just gonna be doing the bootleg, because at this point I feel like they all do the same thing. The bootlegs got better, and I feel like they don't want to be called bootleg, and they don't want to be called bootleg. So now they're more, how can I say, better, because this one is, I love the curvature. If you can see, like, there's like an indentation right here. I love that one. And this came with a I feel like I'm breaking out. This came with a that's the only thing when it gets warm, I feel like my skin tend to be a little, but this came with a makeup brush cleaner that I never used. It was actually a gift for my son many moons ago, and I just had it there aesthetically. And one day I was just like, after I threw that other one, I said, let me try this one. Love it. love it. And I said, okay, so now I'm not going to be spending all this money on this here one because it's not really doing it for me. I'm going to keep it very light today. I just want to do underneath my eye because it is a little warm today. The weather is getting better. So I just want to do it underneath my eye, see? Just a little bright. And for, like, because you see, like, I feel like I was sweating balls last night. So I feel like my skin is doing a little something. So I'm not going to, like, mess with it too much. And that's one of the things I love about, and this is not sponsored, but open to it. This is one of the reasons why I love Clinique, because it's skincare as well. You feel me? So I'm just going to go in with this powder. I'm not going to put on any, but I'm not. I was going to put on a little medium coverage foundation, but now that I feel this little zing, whatever you want to call it, I'm not doing that. Oh, so quick tip. You might already know, but for the girls that doesn't know, for centuries, I would always like pat underneath the powder under my eye and wonder why in the last couple of months, why my, I don't know, it was just like cracking, lacking and looking crazy. And come to find out, as you get older, that's the last thing you want to do. See, I just kind of like go in as a C. Just to, and then I'm not hitting that little red spatch right there because I don't want to irritate it anymore. Although the Clinique doesn't irritate my skin, but see that? I don't know what that happened right here. It just like a little flare up, so we're not gonna even mess with her, right? And I just go, yeah, because when you get older, under here, you don't want to attract more attention to it, and it just gets dry, and then the powder seeps in. So when I learned that tip, I stopped doing that, and I just go in like this. I keep it light. I might do a little da-da-da, but I really just go and do a 3. I learned that trick a long time ago. And I do that. I might just put a little concealer on my nose because I like to do that. Where's my... Yeah. So as I record this Get Ready to Meet With Me that became a little long, shout out to everybody that hung around till the end. Shout out to all my new subscribers as well, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video, because you know what? I just feel like as girls, we should share more about our journey, because I know we live in a society where now everything is perfect. Everybody looks good all the time. Everybody feels good all the time. But I also feel like this is one of the reasons. I'm just wiping because I don't want too much, because I feel like I put a little much. Although I'm going to thin it out with the Beauty Blender. I know we live in a society where everybody is supposed to be feeling good, but I just feel like this is why mental health tends to be really prominent, because people really are out here believing like it's only me feeling like this. Why am I feeling bugged out? And everybody is living their best life. Girl, that is appearances, okay? Be easy on yourself. Easy breezy. Because this week alone, I just was chilling. After Mother's Day, and I had a really great Mother's Day. Oh my God. So I went and seen Michael Jackson. I went to the movies and I saw Michael Jackson. And let me tell you something. It didn't disappoint. Now, I personally feel like his nephew did his big thing. And you know what I noticed? Like, because there's a lot of imposters when it comes to Michael Jackson, right? Just like Elvis Presley, like people for decades been, and I'm sure still now, you know, like impressions, like even like Marilyn Monroe, which is one of my favorites. I got her up here. And I just feel like when it came to Michael, only a person from his bloodline could play him. You know what I mean? Because all them Jacksons, the Jacksons, not them Jacksons, those Jacksons have this way of moving and being, and I feel like only a Jackson can do it. And I was so here for it. That young man, God bless him. God bless his family. They've been through a lot. He did such a great job at portraying his uncle. I believe that's not just Jermaine's son. And superb job. Superb. I love, like, I don't want to like mess it up for you guys because I want y'all guys to see it, because you know we want the more the merrier, because we gotta support. Okay, we gotta support a brother. Gang, always and forever, Wakanda. But yeah, so he did a really great job. It was really nostalgic, especially if you grew up like in the 80s and 90s. It was just tea. I mean, I don't care what age, because there were people of every race in that movie theater, because one of the things that Michael Jackson was able to do was bring the community together through his music, and I thought that was such a beautiful thing. So that was nice to see as well. But I had a really good time with that. I'm just like lately, you know what, I just been loving like a regular eyelash, like eyebrow, like not even perfect, but just like framing my face a little bit, and I'm letting them grow out. I'm gonna wait until like around my birthday for my girl to do it, because I had let the woman that does my nails, I let her do my eyebrows, and honestly, I felt like I was like a little too surprised for me. I don't know. You know what? She did a good job, but I'm used to, you know, when you're used to a particular look, because everybody brings their essence, right? Everybody brings something different to the table. So her name is Lucy. Shout out to Lucy. She does my nails, and I love the way she does my nails, and I love the way she takes her job seriously, okay? And to the point, the last time I went to go get my nails done, I paid her and tipped her before she even did. She was like, why are you paying me first? Girl, I already know what you do, okay? So I paid her before, and I just want to just leave right afterwards. I paid her before she even did my nails. So she does a really great job, and she did a good job with my eyebrows. But for me, I'm just a creature of habit. I just love my eyebrow lady. So I'm just letting them grow back out. I'm not doing anything with them until my birthday. June is coming up. And by the grace of God, and once I done that, are we putting blush? Oh gosh, my beauty blender just like almost like, well, it did, but we still drinking it. My it dropped on my tea. Thank God I put a lot of lime, so it kills off whatever. I know you probably like cringing, but it's okay. It was what they call it, the 2-minute rule, and it wasn't even 2 minutes. But what we're not gonna do is put this beauty blender on our face anymore. So there's that. Thank God I was finished. Yeah, so you see what I did, and it just gives like a nice little wake up. I'm letting my eyebrows grow back because I'm not going to go to anybody else, and I want them to be a little like outgrown, which there are, but I want them to be outgrown more. And then when and I got some new hair coming. I haven't been doing hair reviews. Leave a comment down below if you want me to start doing hair reviews again. I'll probably do them anyways, but put a little bit of blush. Yeah, so because this hair I had already. This is loose wave, and I never put heat on it before because I was like very authentic when it came to keeping the regular curl pattern. But this hair I had done everything to it except color it, and I love this hair. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna buy some more. I'm excited about my hair coming, because this time we going a different texture. or I should say a different pattern that I usually don't do. Can't wait to put that on my hair. And just doing different things and playing okay, because sometimes I feel like as women, when we get too serious, I know for me, when things get too serious, I start to get like, are we okay? Is everything okay? And as we get older, I feel like it's very easy to fall into that rut. And the easiest thing to do, girl, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, there's a couple of things you could do. You could go outside, like I'm about to do. You could put on a pretty dress, like I'm about to do. What's my toe cracking if you just heard that? You go outside, put on a pretty dress, get dressed. Do your hair, put on a nice, beautiful dress, and just go out in the sun. Feel good. You could do that. Do your hair, girl. Do your hair. Prep yourself. Get yourself together. Because I feel like a lot of times, and we women have been made fun of because, let's see what these curls are doing. Let's take down these curls. Because this video is long enough. At this point, you know, I usually don't go this far, but... And I'm not editing, guys. You know, like your girl been like doing the soft life type of thing. And this video is for those who are similar to me that just like to hear people gab. Just gab. Yappity yap. And share. You know, this Get Ready With Me is more about me sharing with you guys. Letting you know, how I've been feeling. And also, I'm also excited about like the things that's coming up in my life, and just letting you know, like, you're not alone. You know what I mean? Like, when did it become uncool to be human? And one of the things I learned on my journey, you know, I have shared on my channel that anxiety is something that, you know, I've had to deal with. And although, thank God, no medication, but therapy definitely helped and does help me. Everybody's different. One of the things I've learned on that journey, I'm just making sure my pins, I'm not leaving no pins in here. One of the things I learned in that journey is that let yourself feel. Let yourself feel, examine why you're feeling. Try not to be so hard on yourself because you are feeling. You know, things don't have to be perfect. Me and my words. And it's okay. So if this video does nothing else, I just want to let you know that you're not by yourself. And there's things that you could do. Ooh. You see that, girl? You see how I'm just making sure I don't have no pins in this weave. This weave down about to take out, girl. Because my braid down, I went through so many different experiences with my hair in the last couple of weeks. And I really feel like it has a lot to do with my mental, like how I was feeling. And I just was like doing my hair because I was like, oh, you know, maybe if I do my hair this way, I'll feel better, you know how we do. And then Mother's Day hit, and then I felt like I had no hairstyle. And I said to myself, So I just went in my bag, as I do, my bags of tricks. And, you know, said that, am I going to do a middle part? I feel like this side part is kind of giving. It's just, yeah. I feel like this, where's my comb? I feel like this side part, let's see if we can, I don't have my glasses on, girl. We're gonna just wing it for now. Let's see. I don't have to be perfect. Yeah. I feel like, we don't have to be perfect, hence trying to be perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Mother's Day was coming, and I was like, oh, girl, what are you going to do to your hair? and I just decided to do a sew-in because I was under the premise that I would have kept this hairstyle until my birthday, which more than likely, when I'm looking at it, although my hair is coming this week, I'm going to take it down, but I'm gonna let my hair breathe for a little bit. Probably just like, wear like a half wig or something like that, and let my hair breathe before I go in with my next hairstyle. And you see, voila. And this time, girl, I think I'm doing a closure, because I know a lot of people are like moving away from the closures. At this point, I don't really care, because I'm at a point where I'm like, am I going to color my hair? And I know I've been on this gray hair journey. She's been cute. I still love her. And that's the thing. I love my gray hair. I knew this was going to happen. I love my gray hair. I love my gray hair, but I'm getting bored. And when I get bored, something has to change. And I'm getting bored of seeing the streak. You know what I mean? It's nice. I did it. And I might still keep it. I go back and forth. I'm going back and forth because I'm trying to wait it out and see if this something like more like, am I just like spiraling because of how I've been feeling and thinking like if I color my hair, I'm just going to feel better, which I'm sure I will. And it has nothing to do with like, oh my God, I feel old, because look how long my hair, look how gray. So my gray's been coming out. But I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I just want to just like color. And then if I do color my hair, I don't know if I'm going to go dark or whatever the situation. But it's all talk. But anyway, guys, this video has been long enough. I'm about to finish getting ready, getting dressed. And if you stayed throughout this whole get ready chit chat with me video, I am so grateful. I am very humbled and grateful that I have created this platform on this little side of the universe with you guys, and you are tuned in. So thank you for that. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video, as well as check out my podcast, which goes live every single Thursday. Subscribe to my podcast channel at Elizabeth Magical Garden. Stay tuned, because your girl goes live as well. Guys, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered.